Okay. Chrisan here has a flute. The rats lost interest, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete them from the map. He's unconscious. I imagine Tesh and Haven make their way up and see that. Um, Kenku C. Did we do anything as far as like making sure they didn't run away, or are they still free to go?
Well, they're unconscious, aren't they? Because they're only stabilized to 0.
Oh,
They're
that's right. That's
not
right.
brought
That's
back
right.
up. I didn't heal that fool. I just didn't let him die.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, he's out on the street, and we are upstairs.
and we still have a threat at our back door here. There was some guys behind me, on the street, on the upper street level.
They seem like passerby who are like, "What's going on?" That's the
Oh,
door to
I
the
see. Okay,
outside. That's the back door that you guys were trying to get to.
gotcha. Okay, well, I give Rin a look, and I kind of motion to like I look to the other door, the one next to Croissant here, and basically give you the like, you ready? Like as we're gonna open this one too.
Rin gives you like the 10,000-yard stare as it kind of looks like he's almost coming down from like an intense high. His eyes are kind of like turning back to like a normal like goldish amber and not not like a red. As he's like he kind of like you see him kind of like shaking his head a little like slightly to try to like you come in like not like a hangover but like he like you just took a hard hallucinogen and he's like coming down from it.
And
And
at that
I
point,
want to. I
Haven.
want to. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. I was just gonna say, at that point, Haven arrives. And goes, okay, who do I smack?
Rin would just like
And
turn and like let you walk in.
anticipating that there might still be a threat in this building, I go to open this other door here.
All right.
I'll
That door easily opens to offices.
And yeah, I want to essentially just take the search action, take a good look, make sure I understand what I'm looking at, see if there's any threats in the area, anything
Okay.
perceived.
As you look around, you notice that there are a pile of paper birds.
Did you say paper birds?
Paper birds. They're little messages. Write a message of 50 words or so, and speak the addressee's name. It flies. All right, you find only 4 that are in good shape. The rest seem to be drafts of a letter. Um, I wish I could tell you, or I'm sorry I left, or I don't know how to begin. And then they're all crumpled up and thrown away. One of them is in the trash can, just like twitching.
Very interesting.
You also
So
notice,
question.
large alarm bells that seem to have strings that run into the wall, indicating that somewhere else has a string that pulls, and this is the alarm bell up here.
Um, whew, well, I mean, well done, everybody. Soren takes a deep breath and sheaths his weapons and kind of looks around and worriedly kind of looks around for Tesh to see where the heck Tesh is.
Yeah, so above table, right? I remember Nim, you were describing the landscape. You mentioned like dead bodies and stuff. Um, Up here, is that correct?
Yes,
I believe it's
that
downstairs.
was downstairs.
Oh, over
But
there.
yeah,
Okay, so
in
I would
that
have seen it while
area
walking up.
downstairs. Yeah,
Gotcha.
below
Okay.
here on the downstairs.
Okay. Uh, Sorry. Yeah. Just you guys all right?
Rin will kind of come out of his super be like, Yes, Soren, are you okay?" And kind of like last time he was actually kind of himself was when after you got shot with the bolt. You kind of see him like not go reaching for you, but like kind of like looking to where you got shot with the arrow or the bolt, whatever it was.
And I go, I wave my hand over. And I kind of, I've heard of these things before, but I've never been magically healed before. And I go, "The Haven, this is quite powerful magic you have."
It really isn't anything to my credit. It is all thanks to Elmater, who gives me the power to help people who are suffering from injuries.
I nod in acknowledgement and I start dragging Chrisanne kind of out into the foyer area outside this room where it's a little less crowded, and just start.
Can we bring him downstairs? Actually,
Sure, yeah, let's do that. Let's get everybody together and let's bind them up.
Just please make sure that we carry him gently down the stairs. It'd be very much a shame, if he just got kind of chucked down them.
Should we finish investigating this building before we interrogate these criminals?
Well, Mr. Tash, are you very good with magical items by chance?
In what way are you referring to? Like identifying things?
Well, I'm kind of curious. Why is there a flute on the ground?
If I
That's,
had to take a guess, I would say it controls the rats.
yeah, Ring kind of spits and he goes, "That filth was using it to summon vermin."
Well, may I suggest that either Sir Tash or I take a look at it, and maybe we can get a knowledge of what it is. And I am not usually a merchant by trade, but if none of us wish to, control rats and, diseased creatures, maybe we pawn it to a magic item salesman. I'm sure you guys would know of a merchant who may be interested in magic items around this location.
Yeah. So, didn't you mention that you help the city watch with this type of work? As being
I
smithy.
do. Identifying items is part of my craft, and so yeah, I pick up the flute and take a really good look at it, having good experience with this. I do have the identify spell, but obviously I don't have the material components to cast it at this time.
Out of game, that's sick. That's really cool.
So yeah, Nim, I grab the item and I take a good look at it to see if I can decipher anything from it.
All right, yeah, you're pretty sure that you've heard of these pipes of the sewers. 1 to 3 charges to summon 1 to 3 swarms.
And yeah, I relay this information to the group. It's if I'm not mistaken, a classic pipe of the sewers, made for summoning rodents of the like and aiding them in your cause.
So
Rin,
who would like to be the Prince of Rats?
Rin sneers and goes, "Rats scare the horses," and he'll step over. Like I'm assuming the unconscious body, and Rin will make his way down the stairs to the additional dead bodies while everyone's up here investigating.
Let Elmater guide your way. I'll cast guidance on you. Would you mind searching our lovely friend's body before we haul him down the stairs?
Yeah, so let's we'll kind of gather them up, I guess, downstairs. Is that the idea? And we'll ruffle through them.
All right. On Everett, the first one we knocked out, we find a satchel of gold worth 120 gold pieces.
And then just a
That.
clarification again is the bodies are down here or are they more up here?
The bodies are down here.
Gotcha. If possible, Rin would be looking not like through them for stuff, but looking to see if any of them resemble Floon, correct? Floon, or Lord Neverember.
All right, please make an insight check, and then an investigation check.
Okay.
Insight to see which one is, if you recognize any of them, and then investigation to see what happened.
There is insight, and here is investigation. Oh wow, same roll for both. 10.
There's a couple men here who look like they might be Floon or Raynar. You're not quite sure. What is apparent is that Xanathar's guild ambushed the Zhentarim at their own hideout. Kenku and Everett and Krisan are members of the Xanathar's guild with the Xanathar the Beholder. And then these guys killed a bunch of the Zhentarim and lost several members themselves.
I think Rin would, after taking a moment and examining and then kind of like mournfully looking at all the bodies, he would make his way back to the group and relay that information. And as he did so, you guys kind of notice that he's very short, not like he's being cold, just like almost like he's in shock a bit, if you will.
Sorn will kind of look around, as he's finishing up investigating the bodies and looting the gold, and look at the rest of the group and say, we should secure the rest of the building. There's a couple of rooms upstairs and a room under the stairs we could take a look at. We should be mindful of traps.
Also, we also have a Kenku laying out in the middle of the street.
Oh, did we not drag him in, like with the rest of them?
We can.
I'll go
Technically,
get
we
him.
hadn't. Yeah.
Rin will go out and drag him in.
Okay, how about we split up some tasks? Does somebody want to help me investigate the rest of the rooms, and the rest of you guys tie these guys up together, and before we question them, because we still have some time before they gain consciousness.
Rin will
How does that sound?
out of game, yes. In game, Rin nods very distant, like he's hearing you, but like his mind is elsewhere. But he nods along.
Haven's gonna nod at that idea too, but just gonna check on Tesh real fast and go, you know you didn't kill him, right?
And as you say that, Rin will come in and literally dragging him. He does not care about injuring or dirtying the Kenku. As he kind of Rin will just kind of chuck him nonchalantly into the pile of unconscious Kenkus.
I'll glance, just nod my head, solemnly. And then I'll say, not really not knowing how to find words, he'll be like, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and that's all he'll say. Just not knowing how to respond to that, because he's pretty sure he did kill him, but he's also acknowledging that you're trying to comfort him. But also, you said that you worship Ilmater. Maybe I should be thanking them? And I'll look up. Thank you, Ilmater, for your services, I suppose. I mean, no offense. To be quite honest, I'm not very religious. My mother and I, we do worship or say our prayers to Shanti, the goddess of harvest, for blessing us with supple tea leaves for our patrons, but never quite bought into the whole idea that he really did anything. But seeing something more dramatic, such as what you did, it's a little bit different, you know what I mean?
Well, you probably don't know who Ilmater's favorite group of people are. It is said that Ilmater.
While you say that, I'll take out a book from my backpack, and it's titled "The Celestial Concordance: A Study of Divine Hierarchies." And I'll flip to and see if there's a section for Ilmater. And I'm listening. Go on.
It is said that his favorite group of mortals are children because there's full potential, and also a group that probably needs the most protection. It is said that he is, whenever he's visited our plane, it's the group that he loves to be around. The grandfatherly figure, playing with kids, teaching kids. That's what his job is. He takes our pain, takes our struggles, and he bears it for us.
You'll see
Yes.
Tesh, she's not even reading the book, right? Like hearing your words, kind of like traumatic a bit. He's not blinking, but there are tears welling up in his eyes and some drips on the pages, and then he'll close the book and be like, well, I'm glad he was here tonight then. Um again, thank you. I suppose we should help Son and Rin. You know, as they mentioned, these people could be waking up any minute and sure we cause quite the ruckus. Um but thank you, Heaven. I'm not sure if it was by fate or coincidence, but maybe you standing out front for 12 hours today was fate. I'm not sure. But it was great meeting you this evening. Wish it was under different circumstances.
Well, my young friend, would you rather tie people up or would you like to do some exploring?
I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring, but I'm gonna need 10 minutes and then I'll flick my bead and that'll kind of like wake me up a bit, like hearing that sound kind of like soothes me a little bit. And I'll take some chalk out from my pouch, and on this crate that I'm standing next to, I'll start ritual casting detect magic. To see if I can notice anything about the building that stands out to me as something to be wary of or something to investigate.
Okay. Uh, all right. There is magic behind this door. It is the only thing in here that you don't already know is magic, I guess. And it is abjuration, and it's on the door.
Oh, I hate this. I'd never remember what these schools of magic do.
Aberrations like
Protection.
shielding. Yeah, protection and shielding spells. Like shields aberration.
Okay. Um, I'll
It's
point to the.
enchantment, right? Like kind of.
It'd be like if you like buff your allies AC or the
Yeah,
resistance. Yeah.
Armor of
Um,
Agathis, Blade Ward.
Okay, so who's doing
Rin,
tie up work, and then who's doing investigative work?
Rin is already moved over. I'm assuming during the, like 10 minutes that Tesh is ritual casting and pulling out rope and putting knots in it and getting ready to like really like make sure these guys hopefully don't go anywhere.
I think Haven's going to help with the tying up, but he would also look at Ren and actually told us about the bodies and go, I'm pretty good at finding causes of death, or at least looking over a body. Was there anybody you wanted me maybe to take a look at and see if I can find more details for you?
Ren shrugs again, still kind of like not zoned, but like not really here, and he goes, "I didn't think any of them were the two we were looking for, but I couldn't be over there anymore. Be my guest if you want to see what they passed away from."
Yeah.
What are you doing, Soren? You're investigating as well?
Yeah, I want to I want to investigate both the door here and the door upstairs when I get a minute.
If I see you walking towards, I'd be like, "Hey, Soren, hey, be careful about that door." As my eyes are like glowing blue a little bit, I see some abjuration surrounding it. I'm not sure if it's has some kind of spell cast on it or if it's inside. I just be wary of that. Just give it a good look over, good look see, and see if you before you try opening it.
And that's what I'll do. I'll come over and investigate the door.
Okay.
See if I
So-
can understanding its magic, being very cautious, not touching it, but just trying to decipher what I can.
Okay. So Rin successfully ties up the Kenkus, the 4 of them, because we bring C back in. A, B, C, and D. Ties up Croissant and Everett. Haven checks the bodies and is absolutely sure none of them is Raynar or Floon. And you're sure that they killed each other in a skirmish within the last 2-3 hours. So that would have been after the bunch went in, and then nobody else came out, and then the one went in, one came through, so somewhere in there. And then Sorn up here at the door, you see with the investigation check. Yeah, please make an investigation check. Very
So this is
magical,
this is
very
a door
careful.
under the stairs, right?
The door behind the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Investigation.
under behind.
18.
The Harry Potter door.
Harry Potter door, yeah. All right. It definitely has an arcane lock on it. Very recently cast, and it's not very strong. Not a very good caster. You could easily kick in this door.
Okay. Then that's what I'll attempt to do.
Okay. You kick in the door, and you hear a scream. Ah! And you find Raynar Neverember.
Just Raynar? Like just the one person?
Just the one person. Please go away. Please. Please don't hurt me. I'll pay you.
Relax. Shh, we're here to help. Your captors have been taken care of.
Are you sure? There's not
And
more
like
of them? They killed each other.
non-menacingly, I kind of go up to him. Is he bound at all or anything like that?
He is not bound. He's covered in grime. He smells awful. But he has no weapons, not bound. Just looks like he's hiding. Scared and hiding.
I put my hands up very very passively and I say we come in peace. The captors out here have been dealt with. If you'd like to ask them some questions, we're about to begin chatting with them. And I kind of step away from the door, giving him room to breathe.
Dawn, who is that? Who's in there?
And I look back and I say, I think that's Lord Neverember's son, or is it his son, right?
Yes.
I believe that's Lord Neverember's son, the Floon's companion.
Haven, or whoever, hand me one of those paper birds, will you? Whoever has them.
I think we just-
May I ask why you would like one?
Well, to be out front with you, Haven, we're kind of working with one of the captains of the City Watch, kind of investigating here or there, and I'd like to let him know of our findings here. It seems like we've found one of the missing people that's been in the papers recently. We've also stumbled across lots of bodies, so I'd hate for them just to sit here and us to be implicated for a misunderstanding. So I'd like to notify him immediately so that way, we don't get implicated. And he can send some people over. Of course, it would give us time to question those that are unconscious, I believe, before they arrive, if we want to ascertain some or obtain some information prior to them coming to, I guess, take them away.
Well, you certainly are welcome to one.
Sweet. So I'll take one of the paper birds, and I'll write a message on there. Say, Trayon, you said 50 words, right?
Yeah, 50 words or so, yeah.
Okay. I think it's going to be less than that, so I'm not going to count. But if I go over, please. Trayon, by chance, we stumbled across a hideout of sorts. There are bodies here, and we've captured or put some people unconscious, ready to question them. I believe we've also found Reyna Never Remember. These are our coordinates. I suggest you get here quickly or send somebody in your stead. And then I'll walk outside to the yard after folding up the bird, and then I'll say Treyon's name and watch the bird fly off in whatever direction it goes.
You send it, it flies off, and you know that within about 10-15 minutes, this place should be swarming with city guard.
While all that was
Raynar,
happening,
what about you? What about your
sorry.
companion? What happened to Floon?
Floon? He was drunk, and he found, we were jumped by a couple of thugs. A bunch of thugs, 5 of them, when we were on Fillet Lane. And we were heading north on Zastro Street. I think he was taken because they thought he was me. I was able to hide in here, and when they came to kill everybody, I was able to escape and hide in here. So my bad. They kidnapped him. Kidnapped them both. He doesn't know where Floon is, but he does know that he wants to search for Floon, and he's pretty sure that Floon was taken because they look alike.
I look at him and I say, "Come with me. There's still some. He may be upstairs because there's still some areas we haven't checked up the stairs in the office."
All right, perfect. At this point, I will turn off the dynamic lighting. As he says, "Oh, they must have taken him to another location." This was yesterday. Yesterday early morning. So if today's Tuesday night, it would have been Sunday night, Monday morning, that this happened.
We still have a couple of those birds, or 3 of those birds. We could use those to potentially track down, or at least give him a message to meet us, or put a bird in a bird so that he could send a message back.
I love it. That's so great.
It doesn't say you need to know where they are, I don't think.
It's like
Just-
a free find creature or locate
And, like,
object, basically.
If we get somewhere nice and high and we kind of split up, we could like send it off, put a bird in a bird, see which way it goes. Maybe give him a message to give back to us, or follow the bird, right?
Yeah, there's a couple things like it flies, if it gets destroyed. But yeah, that it flies directly to them.
And can I investigate these rooms upstairs as well?
Yes. As you do, very, very similar to this room here. Just offices with the bells, which you
Okay.
would have heard go off when this door here opened.
Okay.
Rin, did you take some damage from the rats?
Rin will kind of be would have been like not hiding, but like having his like leaning against some of these crates, kind of like flexing his hand, open and close, and he'll look up at you, kind of surprised, like, Yeah, I'm okay though. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure you don't need bandages or anything? Rats are kind of gross, you know.
Yeah, I just kind of want to be alone for a little bit. That's all right.
Well, if you need anything, I'm here.
Rin will nod. Thanks. Appreciate it. He'll kind of glance
And
over his
so,
shoulder, watching Haven go like walk away. And Nim, I would like to summon. He would like to summon his blade, and kind of like again trying to be kind of sneaky, kind of looking left around him, kind of rest it, kind of point down in front of him, and he wants to try to focus on the voice he heard, and see if like holding it in front of him, and if he focuses, can he hear anything? Does he feel anything?
You feel it slumbering uneasily. Let me rephrase that. You hear it slumbering lightly, and when you focus on it, it wakes, and you hear in your head, "Is it? Why do you disturb me?"
I'll literally let it go and kind of like let it dissipate again, and breathe pretty heavy. Fuck, I wasn't imagining it. And as he got like I like starts to get like kind of sweat starts to build on his forehead and like on the back of his neck. And he'll shake his hand, his head, and kind of tousle his head a little bit, and then he'll get up and like kind of like you do. Like sometimes when you get like you're at work or doing something, you're like I just got through the day. I get through the day, and he'll get up and he'll join Haven over here near the tied up captives.
As you move closer, it manifests itself in your hand and says, "I am awake now."
If I
You
let go
feel
of it, does
this
it?
urge. You feel this urge to sink your blade into the flesh of Haven, the newcomer. Or perhaps he's just too good to be part of this group. Too clean. Too perfect. Thinks
Ren,
he's better than you.
are you okay, Ren? You look like you're sweating.
easy, guys. Sun's getting real low.
Nice.
um, would I be able to let go of it again, like in a dissipate, or would I feel like not again? Would I feel compelled to hold on?
You tried to let it go, and you dismiss it, and it forms again, and it says, "Do not wake me again until you need me." And then it puts itself away.
I'll glance up at Haven and be like, I don't know if I'm okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's and then I kind of like he kind of like it's like kind of like tears off with his words, and he again sits back down, and you see him deep in thought, again resting his head against one of the crates, kind of staring up, listening to Soren investigate the floor above, and yeah, don't do it, Dim. I'm not killing Haven. It's not happening. Okay.
All right.
I'll look to Raynar and I'll say, of this bunch, which was calling the shots? Who was their commander? Who should we wake?
You're asking this of Raynar?
To Raynar, yeah.
Says that Everett. Everett was the leader.
Okay, and with that, are we ready? Do we want to?
Let's do it. Out of game. Let's do it.
I look to Haven and I say, "Do you think you could bring him back? Like,
He's not dead, right? He's just unconscious.
He's not dead. He's unconscious. But I mean, to like, could you?
He just goes
you
up
could
and
resuscitate him. Bucket of water, magic. Slap in the
I'd say
face. What works
I said
best here?
Rin would do it, but Rin might actually kill him. So
Yeah. Rin's like, it's always life and death.
I'm kind of leaning on Haven here to guide us.
Oh, did you need the guidance spell?
Not quite, young monk. Could you use some medicine to resuscitate Everett so we could ask him questions?
Oh. Well, he's just unconscious, right?
Yeah, you can slap him awake.
All right,
Oh.
let's.
Trust me, I've got this handled. And smack across the face. Way louder than it needs to be.
it's necessary. It's totally necessary.
I just hear him go, "Rise, my child!" Smack.
What?
Uh,
What do you want? You come
Well-
in here and you attack us.
Well, you took someone. That wasn't very nice.
We take lots of people.
That's also not very nice.
Oh, goody two shoes, it's not very nice. We're going to kill you. When we have backup, the backup is on the way. They're going to kill you.
Listen here. I think we're the ones holding the cards. You're the one tied up, and you're lucky we didn't kill you.
He stares back.
If you help us, we could help you.
Fine.
We just have a few questions, and if you cooperate, maybe when the guard showed us up, they'll just find your friends, and you might have had time to leave. I'm saying this. I have no intention of keeping this.
Yeah. As you say that though, he his mood begins to brighten. He says, "All right, what do you need to know? I help you with everything. You let me go."
Oh, yes.
Why? Who gave you the orders to capture Raynar and Flu?
Oh, that was Ursula. Of course, it was Ursula.
Rin, even his super, pulls out his journal and again taps his nail into his ink and begins writing notes. Ursula.
Okay. And secondly, are you aware of any orders to ambush? What was that orc's name in the tavern that we were at?
Yagra?
But like,
Yeah,
Yagra. Yeah, were you aware of the orders to attack Yagra at the skewered dragon?
He says no, and obviously he's lying. Says, "I know no Yagra." So he's worried more about that than giving up the name of who gave him the orders.
I'll say, listen, I'm the one. I'm easy to talk to, but my friend over there, and I look over at Rin. You don't want him asking the questions. I'll
He
ask
looks over
again.
at Rin.
Why did you guys have orders to attack Yagra?
Because we know Yagra's a dirty rat working with the City Watch. Doesn't matter if you're Zhent or Zhentarim or Zenithars or whoever you are. It does not matter. You do not talk to the authorities. She crossed a line. She's surprised they
And
did
if we
not
wanted
take her
to
out
talk,
for themselves.
And if we wanted to talk directly with what's her name, the one that we just got,
Ursula.
Ursula.
Ursula. If we wanted to talk directly with Ursula, where do we find her?
She will find you.
Well, guys, we got a
Realizing that
name.
he's
That's
probably not going to get out of here, he decides that he's going to stop cooperating so much.
Soren, I, I I feel like I need to correct you just briefly. I know that rain is kind of scary, but did you know that there's 207 bones in a human body? Or excuse me, 270 bones in a human body. And you know how much fun it is to break it and then mend them and then break them and then mend them and then break
God.
them and then mend them?
Oh my goodness.
I've heard stories of priests and clerics of ill matter who enjoy this type of thing. I didn't see that in you, and I kind of look a little taken aback.
Well, see, sometimes when we intake suffering, we need to dish it out to get it out of our system, especially to those that enjoy dishing suffering to others. And he kind of jabs Everett in the back with the end of his quarterstaff.
I kind of just like shrug my shoulders and I go, he
Goodness.
does kind of look like the one that enjoys suffering. I
Go
ask
ahead.
Raynar if he's got any questions.
Where is Floon?
No, yeah, great question. Where's Floon?
Who is Floon? I'm just kidding.
What is Floon?
Exactly.
All right, Everett.
You want better. Why is Floon?
It's
That's what, yeah.
last question, Everett. Where's Floon?
Oh, Floon? You mean the other pretty boy?
Yes.
They took him. They jumped us. Or we... Okay, sorry. I always switch up who's and who. So these guys are Xanathar's guild. They killed a bunch of Zhentarim. The Zhentarim had originally been the kidnappers, but Xanathars came here, kidnapped Floon from Zhentarim, and took him out. Raynar hid, but before that
Okay.
point, they had been taken together. So Raynar's here,
Okay.
now free, and then Xanathar's guild took Floon down to the sewers where the dirty rats live.
To the sewers.
Irony's lost on him.
Interesting.
Everett, your man was carrying a pipe of the sewers.
Yeah, irony's lost on him. He says, oh, I suppose you're right.
Do we need this fool any longer?
No.
You let me go?
How
Also,
about no?
No.
And I will attempt to crack him on the back of the head with the quarterstaff again, non-lethally.
Bam! He's unconscious again.
Just for the funsies
Okay,
of it.
so what do we know? What do we know at this point? We know that who they take their orders from. We got a name, so that's really big. We know that Floon's been taken away, but we just don't know where. So that's the next biggest question, I guess, or answer we're looking for is how to find the entrance to the sewers.
Rin will sigh, his head still like leaning against the back of this crate, looking up, and he goes, I have people we can talk to. They'll probably know either who Ursula is, if not where to find the information, or unfortunately how to get into the sewers. And you kind of see him like you see it like if you like his when you get chills and kind of like your shoulders shrug, like he just like the thought of going somewhere like just gross like that.
And then how much of this do we want to share with the City Watch?
Also, we should probably plan on going to bed soon and tackling that the next day.
I agree with the priest. I am very, very tired.
Yeah, I mean at this point it must be getting pretty late. We've had a big day.
Rin's been up for like 24 hours.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. What
So what So, not that I'm not preaching lying by any standards, but maybe we just go with basic facts to the guard, and we just kind of sit on other things for now until we have more answers ourselves.
Agreed. I should say though that priest that Floon is primarily who we're looking for. Although I believe it quite the boon that we found Raynar as well.
I
While this is going on, I would ask, Mr. Neveremember, um, when exactly? Well, two questions. How long have you been in that closet? And two, when exactly were both of you taken, and when did you lose contact with Floon? I think those events are kind of important as well.
We were taken. Yeah, I lost his voice. We were taken. No, that's the other guy. Okay, so he says that they were taken. So it's Tuesday night. It's almost midnight, almost Wednesday. They were taken around this time, 48 hours ago, in the Sunday to Monday period. They were both kept here, and then tonight around 8, when the second group of Zhentarim came back, they were being transferred somewhere, and then the Xanathar's guild came in at around 9, and then killed everybody, and then this Kenku was following you at the same time, and then came back here and would have arrived about an hour after the fight. They killed everybody, and when they took Floon, and when Raynar hid in the closet.
Okay, so they were both in the warehouse for over 48 hours, but he was taken probably less than 3 hours ago.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. Into the sewers.
Into the sewers.
You do know that he's a valuable hostage, unless they find out who he is, or who he isn't, rather. So they're not going to harm him unless Floon is dumb enough to let them know that he's not Raynar, and that's not likely because Floon is a coward. Floon's a coward for sure.
He's friends with Volo, so that checks out. Okay. Yeah, I think considering they were held here for a few days, and they've just recently taken him, I don't imagine his life is in any immediate danger. Yes, maybe I would agree. Maybe resting up a bit and starting again in the morning isn't exactly the worst idea.
I so I do have a above table question. We would all know what Never Ember's father did to the city, right? Or that he's a just
Out of game,
This-
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like Devin doesn't know what he did to the city.
And neither do
Lots
I.
of people think that my father embezzled a large amount of gold while he was open lord, that he embezzled this gold, that he hid the dragons somewhere in the city. These
So-
fools... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Haven, for all intents and purposes, unless it's been like the thugs that hurt people, it's been a pretty friendly guy. He is shooting daggers straight at Never Ember. Because that family, that name, has hurt people.
It's true.
And that's not forgivable to him. Because they're hurting innocent people.
Past tense or continuing to do so?
Oh, he is shot daggers since he has seen eyes on him. There is no warmth. All the warmth and happiness and smile is gone. He is containing a rage underneath his calm demeanor. He very much wants to sock the Never Ember in the face.
Rin would have been kind of continuing the conversation from while Tesh was talking to Never Remember to I guess mainly to Soren, but I guess also to Haven. Been like, yeah, I agree. I don't think we tell the guards a ton, especially since Yagra is, if I'm not mistaken, Zhentarim, and if they're also involved with the kidnapping, and maybe we don't let them know everything. If this watch is working with her, then it just seems like that's a little bit of a too much of a coincidence. And then as he's talking, kind of looking over at Haven. Haven, why are you staring at him like you want to kill him? I know that's kind of ironic coming from me, but
Because never embers should never be trusted further than you can toss their filth. Right, Rainier?
can you elaborate? I must have missed that part of my studies.
They're con artists, they're scammers, they're embezzlers, they're embarrassments.
Sounds like most noble or merchant families that I know. And Rin pulls out a coin and begins doing the coin trick back and forth. It's like his nervous tick.
This is starting to get complex. We have multiple factions at each other's throats and no one we can trust. And then I kind of just take a deep sigh and say, I just care about the money. I just want to find this Floon guy.
We should be probably getting ready to head out. I'm going to guess at any moment there's going to be a pound and some guards coming in. What are we doing with him? Is he going with the guards? Or do we need to tuck him in somewhere? Shove him back in a closet where he belongs?
Rin pulls out. Sorry, go.
I was gonna say, I think the gods will take care of all that. I don't know if we have to be concerned ourselves with him any longer. Yeah, no need to take on another problem. No offense, but he is a missing person. So, and I did communicate that we have him here. So it'd be odd if he wasn't. So, yeah, I think they would take care of it once they're here.
I mean, we could shove him in a closet and let him know that he's in the closet.
Ren walks over, rope still in hand, and be like, if it makes you more comfortable, Haven, and he kind of snaps the rope.
Whoa, I think that's a little unnecessary. Like you mentioned, the guards should be here any minute.
Ren will look at Tesh and be like, he's fine if he's a little uncomfortable. He's probably the first time he's been uncomfortable his entire life.
Sure, but I'm not sure. Not trying to be inconsiderate of people's emotions here, but I, for one, don't think because I don't know him, right? He should be held accountable for the actions of his father, right? Whatever he did or didn't do to the city. I think we all have skeletons in the closet. Well, not everyone, but I just don't think that he's necessarily deserving of anything. He's been trapped in a closet for 48 hours. So at the very least, we could just leave him here. We just wait for the guards and, they'll take him away, do whatever they need to do with him. All I'm saying is there's no need to, harm him, is all I'm saying, or put him through some turmoil. He's been through a lot.
Fine. Ren pulls his rope away.
Ren, what would have been much more satisfying? It's making him bow to you with a command spell. That would have been so much funnier.
Ren will narrow his eyes at you. And I don't think so. That doesn't sound like. And he puts his hand up. He's like, "We'll talk about that when I sleep. When I wake up." And he just lays in other words, we need to discuss that. That doesn't seem very priestly.
Haven is going to march across to about right here and look at Rainier and go, I hope you know that you have a lot of bad juju to work off for your family name. And I hope that you can find some decency in you to grow up and help those that need it instead of running around and counting on other people to save your hide all the time. I'm gonna go wait for the guard outside. It smells bad in here. And Haven will just kind of make his way outside.
And we'll turn over to Tesh. Should we be concerned about the priest? He seems
what's
nice
wrong with
enough,
that
but
guy?
I wasn't asking you, Never Ever. Go sit down over there.
All right. Sorry.
I'm going to be completely honest, Rin. Out of everything that's unfolded tonight, I think Haven might actually have the clearest head of all of us here. At the very least, we know he's human. You know, he's got emotions. You know, I think he has good intentions in mind, and he probably knows more than he's putting off. But he didn't kill him or do anything. So, and he did resurrect or save someone that I may or may not have killed. So he's all right in my book.
Rin nods.
While Tesh and Rin are having a little bit of a conversation amongst themselves, I'm going to use this opportunity to suck up to Raynar and and just kind of like whisper to him and just be like, listen, you know, we helped you out. We're not going to ask for anything in return. I'm sorry about my friends. We're all still getting to know each other here. Is there anything you can help us with? Information or details about what the Zhentarim were looking for, in the hopes that maybe we can find your friend Floon.
They said something about yellow chalk. And they said something about taking him directly to the boss.
Yellow chalk, Ursula. Looks like we're looking for some yellow chalk in the sewers to find Ursula. That's what it sounds like to me.
Chalk.
I thank him and I say it's probably best if you wait for the guard to get here to do some explaining with us. But is there anything you need to get out of here? Do you need some gold, a weapon?
Yes, that would be great. Both of those, please.
And I walk over to one of the Kenkus and is there any crossbow still intact or like a dagger I can find for him?
Yes, both.
Yeah, and I kind
said
of
something about being under the honorable knight.
Under the honorable knight. Thank you. That's great information.
Above table. I've been staring at this for the longest time. Is this a chest? My loot goblin is coming out. Did we just miss this?
Yes, that is a secret room, and it has. You're able to find it after investigating quite a bit, and it has art. 4 pieces, all of them landscapes. Luskin, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, and Baldur's Gate. Each of the paintings is worth 75 gold pieces each.
Ooh la la.
If you're cool with Brian, I think Rim would have gone with Tesh, and maybe as we find it, be like, "Hey, maybe you can, put those up in your mom's tea shop, right? Tea? That's what it is."
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe we can sell it all.
I was just trying to be nice. Yeah, that was my first thought was yes, also to sell it.
You
Yeah. I appreciate the thought, though.
Bad characters putting up some fenced goods in a trustworthy shop.
Okay. 4 cityscapes.
There are also some trade bars. 550 gold pieces worth of silver bars. Are you
Okay,
gonna
so-
stay here with me, or are you gonna go before the guards get here?
Should we? I think we should wait for the guard.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we summoned them. It'd be kind
Yep.
of.
Yeah, we run, kind of weird.
All right.
So so we're gonna wait for the guard to get here, get a good night's sleep, meet back up, and continue our search. Is that the plan?
I think so.
Okay.
All right. It is at that moment that Sergeant Halvar Doom shows up with a bunch of people.
Oh, Halvard. Sergeant Halvard, sorry. Pleasant seeing you here this evening.
Oh yeah. Real pleasure coming in. How did I know that I'd find you at the center of it?
Well, if you did, then you knew more than me. Didn't expect to find myself here. But here you go. I'm tied up. No one, at least, we didn't kill anyone here ourselves. It seems like there was some skirmish between, skirmish, sorry, a little nervous, between the two factions here, Zhentarim and Xanathars. And oh yeah, we found Reyna. Never remember, but here you go. Yeah.
Meddling in criminal matters. Better leave him to the city watch.
Of course.
What?
Yes.
To be meddling in city matters.
I don't think you're really appreciative enough.
Could have been dangerous. He could have been killed.
Tesh. Rin will kind of like, and he's sleepy, kind of rubs his eye, be like, sleep, dangerous. But Tesh did your job for you. We found him and tied up all these. And he kicks one of the Kenkus, like who's unconscious. All these nefarious individuals. Isn't that your job?
Looks at you and ignores you. Turns back to Tesh. He says, "Boy, I ought to tell your mama. She's worried after what happened with those 3 boys at the shop this morning. Been looking for you all day, all afternoon."
The three boys. Well, what do you mean?
Don't play dumb with me, son. Rosnar boy came in with his funkies. You know that you did something you weren't supposed to do. I can't prove it. Your mom was really worried about you.
Yes, my mother's always worried. And I have a feeling she's gonna find out fairly quickly upon my return of some events that transpired tonight. And just for the record, we're working with Treyon. I'll like whisper in his ear. So I appreciate your concern, but my friend here does make a valid point. If Treyon trusted you lot to do your jobs, why did he ask me for help?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
While also he's rolling, could Rin nonchalantly like walk through some of the ranks and like look for tattoos of either the Xanathar or the Zhentarim guild?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Sir.
I'm gonna use Nim's inspiration here, by the way.
Oh, do it. I've been thinking about using it all session. Like a
What do I
lot.
do? I just throw it out there like that?
Yeah.
I-
All right, go ahead and
Can
reroll.
I
Oh, that's better. Way better.
I'm
Can I
also gonna.
give
Sorry, go.
can I give Ren advantage by helping him since I'm proficient in perception?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, I was gonna throw out my thing too. I was like, come on.
You can do it after.
Yeah, everything's
Oh.
Hey,
after.
let's go. There we go. I think it's fine.
All right, so for perception, you do see that this one here has just a little bit of the wing of the snake, the winged snake sticking out right here, as the chainmail is kind of like folded under like a sleeve that gets caught. So one of them, and I'll mark that one with a Z,
Thank you.
or with an X, because Xanathar starts with an X. No, Zhentarim is the snake. See, I keep doing this. They're going to get marked with a Z, and they are that one. Okay.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, meanwhile, Sergeant Doom says to Tesh, well, I suppose you're right. Watching you since you were a little boy, and, well, hard for me to understand that you're growing up to be a man. Just don't let me have to bring bad news to your mama. And he, like, huffs and walks away. And he comes
Thanks for
back
your
over.
service, Papa. Don't cry.
Goes over to Ren and says, what are you looking at?
Ren will just won't say a thing, but he'll squint his eyes and kind of like chomp his teeth almost at him.
You bite at him? You nip?
Yeah, but yeah, he bites at him, dude. He's pissed. He's tired and he's annoyed. And I'll make my way back up towards kind of where we're at.
All right.
And I'll whisper to everyone, be like, I know I've said this quite a few times today, but one of them does have the Zhentarim tattoo. And I look at Soren and be like, I know, I should get used to it, but if they were the ones that originally kidnapped old Never Ember, or whatever his fuck his name is over here, I don't know if giving them to him might be a bad idea if we care about what he about what's gonna happen to him.
As they're leaving, is there? I look for an opportunity to see if I can maybe get that one soldier's attention, just for like a split second, even whether it's like a whistle
absolutely.
or just like. And I thieves can't to him. And
Ooh.
I say, I just do a quick kind of like, we should talk. We should talk soon.
Okay. Eyes go wide. And like looks away slow. Like I said, looks at you and goes back to what they're doing. But you know that they noticed and have a decision to make.
Ooh.
The plot thickens.
Soren, is that a new sign language?
Yeah, Soren. I'm actually interested about that too, Soren.
For certain people in the city, it helps us communicate. It's supposed to be subtle, and I kind of laugh at myself.
Where'd you learn it?
Didn't
Asked Raynor.
No one's talking to you, Raynar.
Sorry.
Not gonna lie, I forgot that he was here.
Oh, actually, you
I,
know what? He would have gone with Sergeant.
I would have asked, where did you learn that?
watching people in the city, seeing how they interact over time, spend enough time in the streets, and you get a feel for these things.
it's a very interesting sign language that you've picked up. It's not like some of the other sign language I've seen, or it's maybe you could teach it to the rest of us.
With enough time, I'm sure I could. But not tonight. Tonight we sleep.
Do either of you need a place to crash at, or do you have rooms or houses?
There's room at my family's stable if we have no other options, but it's quite a walk.
I have a home. right? Copper Cup serves as a home for me and my mother, so I was planning on going back there. I figured I would need to explain some things, considering that fairly soon there will be a couple of guards posted or around the vicinity to offer up some form of protection for both me and my mother, especially my mother when I'm not there.
So how about we walk our young friend Tesh home? Make sure he gets home okay, and then you two gents are more than welcome to come with me, or we could find an inn and call it a night. Um, our house is not huge, but it would have plenty of room for everybody.
Brandon goes, "Well, I definitely appreciate the offer. I'll take you up on that if there's room. I'm currently penny pinching. My family's in a pseudo situation, if you will. But
Well, the one nice benefit of staying at my house, you can have some fresh sourdough bread in the morning, and a home cooked meal.
that sounds wonderful.
So should we meet at the Copper Cup on sunrise?
Yes, that would be great. Actually, we open at dawn.
Please tell your mother I will bring some baked goods with me for the shop as well.
Absolutely. You guys like tea? I can prepare that in the morning for you all. If you guys aren't really connoisseurs as such, I'll pick something out and hopefully you like it.
Surprise me.
Tea sounds good. My accommodations are close to the Copper Cup, but I have some personal matters to take care of tonight. And Soren is thinking kind of that yes, he hasn't seen his master in the last couple days, but he's really hoping that if he goes there tonight, he might catch him first thing in the morning.
Well then, Master Soren, would you mind walking Mr. Tesh? And then Mr. Rin can go with me and we'll head the opposite way?
Certainly.